What's going on, YouTube? It's Jordan here with Camp for Adventure. Today we're doing a little backyard camping in my brand new Ozark Trail 8-person instant cabin tent. I picked this up at Walmart for $40. So without any further ado, let's open it up and start setting it up. First, we need to clear out a good spot for the tent, so I'm going to go ahead and do that quick. You didn't see nothing. Round 2, fight. That ought to do it. Alright, let's open this thing up. First thing I want to say about the packaging, I noticed that there's a zipper on the bottom, and I realized that it's an expansion zipper, so when you're putting this thing away, you can expand the bag, make it a little easier. I thought that was pretty cool. Alright, so it's brand new, still in the box. Now, I have watched a few tutorials on how to set this up, so hopefully this goes pretty smooth. Otherwise, you're going to watch me struggle. Alright, here we've got the battery pack for the LED lights. This tent has, built-in LED lights. Got some ties here. Take that off. Take that off. Here we've got a bag with the tent stakes. Looks like a manual. Whatnot is in there. Cool. And we just got one piece rain fly right here. There's the rain fly. And the rest of the tent, it looks like, is one piece. So let's take it over to the spot and get it set up.
I got 20/20 vision. Ain't nothing what it seems to be. All this hatred and division isn't what our children need to see. It's a f***ed up world, it's a f***ed up world, and nothing in this world for free. And I'm just trying to live my life and be the best version of me. We need to love each other, so go on and hug a brother. And the hatred that's created separation in this nation, it controls the population. No one's holding conversation, there is no investigation. Just burn them at the stakes, that's all retaliation. The world at war is non-stop, goes on.
Alright, sorry I had the pole in the way there. I could not see it when I set the camera up. This is my first time doing this. I don't have a tripod yet, so I'm just kind of setting it up and jiminy rigging the camera on whatever I got. That being said, we're gonna go ahead and get this tent staked down real quick, and then we'll take a look inside. All right. Welcome to the Ozark Trail 8-person instant cabin tent. Now, as you saw or didn't see because I obstructed the view with the pole, this was extremely easy to set up. It took me about 2 minutes. I did it by myself and I had no issues whatsoever. I did watch a couple of videos first, which I recommend. Probably watch a better setup video than mine. But that being said, I will have some videos setting this up and taking it down in the future, including taking it down in this video, which I'll make sure to do a better job of. All right, so let's take a look around the outside of it real quick. So all these poles, they just fold up into themselves. And then once all those are folded in, you fold everything in again. Next thing you know, you've got it standing up in one small space, ready to get packed back into the bag. Side view, step away a little bit so you can see the whole thing. On the back side, basically the same as the front. We've got a window and a door. Lots of mesh on top so we can see the stars at night. Let a lot of airflow through here. As far as the footprint, the size of it, and how easy to set it up, so far I'm really happy with this tent, especially for 40 bucks. All right, let's take a look inside. All right, come on in. I'm gonna go ahead and zip this door up so we can see a little better around here. All right, here we have it. So it looks like this is where we plug in our battery pack and we'd slip it into there. I'm gonna see if I can just reroute that USB cable and plug it into my power station, because I don't want to go buy 4D batteries. All right, so let's take a quick look at the ventilation here. This is the door we came in. Each door is a large window. It's got the no-see-um mesh to hopefully keep them little bugs out. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 large windows. And then of course we've got the open roof, which is great for watching the stars and whatnot, like getting some extra ventilation. As far as storage in here, there's only 2 pouches. Could be more, but whatever. And then there's 2 air conditioning ports, one on each side. You can actually hook up a window air conditioner to these tents. And I don't know if that's something we're ever gonna do, but I guess it's there if we get experimental. Decide to grab a unit from the basement and hook it up to see if it can actually cool a tent on a hot day. Well, yeah, that's my initial setup and tour. We'll see you guys outside when we get some more equipment set up and do some more testing here. All right, next thing to do, we're gonna set up the cot and sleeping quarters. This here is the Camp and Go oversized cot from Amazon. We got it for $100. It's great for big and tall folk like myself. It's extremely sturdy. I've been using it for about a year and a half, and we've had no issues whatsoever with it. And that can't be said for a lot of cots that I've gone through. Go ahead and get this thing set up. Oops. Don't break my tent. Okay. this side. And she's all set up, ready to go put inside the tent. All right, well, we're gonna keep setting up camp here. I'll just let you guys watch as I go. Here we've got a picnic blanket that I'm using as a rug inside the tent. You'll see what that is here in just a few minutes. Okay, get our chairs. Boom. And boom. Next, we're going to go ahead and set up our iClimb ultralight folding table. I've already got a video out on this. If you'd like to go back and watch that, go right ahead. Side table. Next, I'm going to grab our storage. Come over here and grab the cooler water. All right, time to set up our sleeping pad. This is some, you can see the name brand here. Not even gonna try to pronounce it because it's not a word. Fnarmwa or something. We've got an Ozark Trail 30-degree sleeping bag. Should get down to the mid-40s tonight. This thing does have a built-in foot pump, but I'm not gonna mess with that today. I'm just gonna go ahead and inflate it with my Wolf little mini rechargeable pump. We've got the Ozark Trail 30-degree sleeping bag. I like the black and flannel colors, the green flannel on this. This is an oversized sleeping bag. Pump away. All right, so we are set up. Over here on this side is the entrance. Here we've got the living quarters. Eventually I'm going to have a king camp couch over there. For now, we've got a couple of chairs. We've got this nice mushroom rug. It's actually not a rug, it's actually a picnic blanket I picked up off Amazon, but it was perfect for lining the floor of the tent over here on this side. We've got our iClimb folding table and our Lifetime 55 quart cooler. Nothing in the cooler today. I just wanted to make sure everything fits nicely in here for our trips. Over here we've got the sleeping quarters. Got my cot set up with the sleeping pad. And I've got the Ozark Trail 30-degree oversized sleeping bag. Here we've got our storage, and then we'll have another cot over here. When it's time to actually go camping with the kids, we'll have a cot and a couch. Show you a little bit of what we got in the storage over here. Here we've got our Bluetooth speaker if we want to get some music going. We've got a flashlight, we've got another flashlight, we've got a neck fan, we've got a headlamp flashlight. Here we've got some augury string lights. Those are for our canopy. I don't know if we'll be getting those out tonight. We've got our rechargeable air pump that we use to inflate our sleeping pad. We've got an Ozark Trail survival kit, charging cables for all of our devices. We've got a multi USB splitter in case I have too many things to plug into my charging station down here. This drawer is just miscellaneous storage. We've actually got a Nintendo Wii that we're going to bring with for some little fun nights, and that'll be stored in here. Down on the bottom we've got our kitchen stuff. We've got a full set of pots and pans here, and then we've got our cooking utensils. A couple of plates and stuff like that in here. I've got to get some bowls and cups yet for that. I forgot to mention, I set up my power station under the bed, and I was able to reroute the USB cable easily down here. So now I can just plug it into the power station, and then when comes nighttime, I can just turn on the lights there. Maybe wondering about the washcloths underneath my the feet of my bed. That's just to protect the floor. Don't want to put any holes in the tarp. This. This is the base. Hopefully everything's in good shape and I didn't get ripped off. And we got stakes. You're gonna need those. Instructions, and we got guy lines. All right. You coming, Caleb? You coming? Now's when I need your help. Okay, just hold on to this for a minute. Don't let it tip over. I'm just gonna slide this out of the way. Okay. Now, all you should have to do is grab this corner and walk backwards. I'll switch to the other corner now. All right, check it out, guys. Here we've got my U-line pop-up canopy with sides. As you saw there, it wasn't too difficult to set up. That was my first time ever doing it. It took us about 5 minutes to figure out. Once we figured it out, it'll take us actually a lot less time next time. Hardest part is actually putting the sidewalls up, which wasn't too bad itself either. It's Velcro and zippers, so pretty simple stuff. Why don't we go ahead and get our kitchen set up. We just got a folding kitchen table here. Pretty simple setup and take down. Go. Our sink set up. I'll have to grab the parts for that. And we've got our Ozark Trail 2-burner stove. them weed guards today. Check in on our EBL EB1000 power station. We got it hooked up to the ESP 200 watt solar panel. Just topping off the battery here. We're at 98% and we're pulling 55 watts right now. Not terrible, not great, but not terrible. All right, let's finish setting up the kitchen. You've seen this in my previous video. We've got the Frizz Cool fan. We get a little breeze going in here. Feels great. Get my kitchen sink set up. All right, here we've got our cooking utensils and our pots and pans. Tonight's entertainment is brought to you by Vankio. We're going to be watching some movies, playing some Wii. All right, let's go ahead and get things going. We're about to make some hamburgers. Get out our pots and pans. We're going to use our frying pan. And we're going to use our large pot. That should be big enough to cook 4 burgers. Go ahead and set these off to the side out of the way. Gather our utensils here. We will need cutting board, spatula, probably a tongs, salt and pepper, and probably our dining plates for over there. All right, so let's take another look at the kitchen setup a little closer up. Here we've got my kitchen table. We've got the cooking surface with a 2-burner stove. We've got the Frizz Cool fan going. There's a propane stove, so we got a full tank of propane. We've got our pots and pans, our cooking utensils. And all the way over here, we've got our sink with running water, but it's not hooked up or not turned on yet. It is hooked up. I'll have to turn that on and give it a shot so we can wash all our dishes in there. Over here we've got the dining table, a couple of chairs, and our projector will go over there. Might have to center that during movie time, but we'll just go ahead and project it right up onto the wall there. That should work out well. All right. Let's make some burgers. A little salt and pepper. I'm not putting that much on. It doesn't come out fast, don't worry. Flip that. All right, let's go ahead and press that into some burgers. Burner on. There we go. This one on. Sorry about that. Both burners are on. Let's press some burger patties. I'm gonna have bacon bits in mine. The other guys don't want bacon bits, so they're just gonna have plain burgers.
one for Brooklyn. All right, we got 2 nice patties there. Duncan, are you waiting for me to drop some meat? Not gonna happen today, bud, sorry. Some bacon bits in this one. Oh, there's a bacon bit, Duncan, if you can find it. Oh, the faucet was on. Burgers are cooking. Look at them burgers, man. Still getting used to the temperature settings on this stove and all that, so gotta get them dialed in. I touched the side of the pan with the burger as I was putting it in, and it just absolutely stuck. So it was a little too hot right off the bat, but we gonna eat nonetheless. So over here we've got the sink set up. I wanted to show you that real quick. We got sprayer with a bunch of different settings on it, and we got running water. Tell me that ain't badass. I mean, obviously you got to be at a site that's got water and electric hookups for that, but come on, that's fucking slick. Excuse my language. Check on these burgers and see if they're about ready for a flip. Don't quite see the blood rising to the top, so I'm going to give it just another moment. We'll be right back. Okay, a little hard to do with one hand. I'm going to set you down. All right. These two are almost done. Just another minute or so on these two. Almost time to eat. As I said, it's going to take a little dialing in to figure out the temperature on these things. But holy crap, did we burn them out. Them burgers stuck so bad. So I don't know, maybe it's the quality of the pans too. We'll see how they clean up and how they cook next time. All right, everybody say cheeseburger.
Cheeseburger.
All right, what do we got here? Brooklyn's got a little cheeseburger with ketchup and provolone. Caleb's got pepper jack and barbecue. Daddy over here's got pepper jack with bacon in the burger with barbecue sauce. Time to dig in. Look at that thing. Delicious. All right, so here's our kitchen setup. Here's my lovely daughter, Brooklyn, eating her cheeseburger. Here's our table setup. Kitchen. And then tonight we're gonna watch a movie on that wall with our projector. I see you. What are you doing?
Playing on my tablet.
Yeah. I'm gonna go wash the dishes, okay? Would you just look at that setup there? Isn't that beautiful? All right, tonight, this is gonna be our movie theater. This was our kitchen and dining area during the day. Tonight, we're gonna move that table back here and put our projector on it and project it right onto that wall. We got our, we did end up getting our augury string lights out since we put the canopy up. Really liking them so far. They got 4 different functions and a light on the back. And you can also hang that in your tent. Here we got the LEDs lit up. Those are the built-in lights that this tent comes with. Can't decide if we should have a fire tonight. It is cooling off, so might be a good idea. We got a lot of wood to burn. We'll see. All right, welcome to the theater. We've got everything set up here. We've got our little projector and we've got it hooked up to our Bluetooth speaker, and it's running off of our EBL EB1000 power station. I think that's about it. We can't have you watch TV with us, so me and Caleb are gonna enjoy a Mr. Beast video, and we'll catch you in a little bit. All right, so it's almost midnight. It's been a fun day trying out all this new equipment, and I can't wait to get out and actually do some camping. But I am gonna actually sleep out here tonight. Look at that setup, man. Got the built-in LED lights. Haven't even had to use my lantern. All right, guys. I'll see you in the morning.
Good morning, guys. That was a successful night of camping. I was extremely warm in my Ozark Trail 30-degree sleeping bag, and it was down to mid-40s last night, so yeah, things went well. We'll see you in a little bit when we start taking stuff down. Alright guys, that was a fun night of backyard camping. It's time to take the tent down. I've already emptied everything out, so I don't have to bore you with that. I just wanted to show you the takedown process. Let's get to it. Actually, I'm going to start in the middle. Start by putting the middle legs up. see if we can stuff it back in the bag. Easy peasy. All right, guys, I had a lot of fun. If you enjoyed this, make sure you subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and we'll see you next time on Camp for Adventure.